Hello guys, welcome to Chem India Academy. Today in this video we are going to see the previous year CSIR NET organic spectroscopy questions. Okay, so in this video we are going to see CSIR June 2016 and CSIR December 2016 previous year questions. Now first question from the CSIR June 2016. So in this question we have to find out the correct chemical shift value for the CH3 proton. Okay, so if you look at the structure, this compound contain this carbon-carbon double bond. Due to this, there are total two zones, that is shielding zone, okay, and deshielding zone. This shielding zone will be shown by this negative sign and deshielding zone will be indicated by positive sign. So if proton will be present at deshielding zone, then chemical shift value will be increased. Okay, so at normally the proton value, the proton which is attached to the sp3 carbon center will show the chemical shift value in between 0.5 to 1.00 ppm. Okay, but due to this CH3 group is attached, this CH3 proton are present in deshielding zone. Okay, so they might have the chemical shift value more than 1 ppm, so it will resonate at 1.33 ppm. Now this is outside of this deshielding zone, so it will show the normal chemical shift value in between 0.5 to 1 ppm. Okay, so this CH3 will show singlet at 0.74 ppm. So our correct answer will be the second. Now next question from the CSIR June 2016. In this question we have to find out the structure which shows the IR absorption at 2150 cm inverse. Now this IR absorption will be shown by carbon-carbon triple bond and nitrogen-nitrogen triple bond, and also this is shown by carbon-nitrogen triple bond. Okay. Option 3 has the possibility that compound third will show the nitrogen-nitrogen triple bond. Okay, the resonating structure of compound 3 is as follows: pH, here is the negative charge on nitrogen, then nitrogen-nitrogen triple bond, here is a positive charge. So due to this nitrogen-nitrogen triple bond, this compound third will show IR absorption at 2115 cm inverse. Now next question from the CSIR June 2016. In this question we have to find out the correct structure of terpene. This is direct question from the natural product. So first structure is of the flavonoid. Okay, flavonoid. Second is for terpene, and third is alkaloid. So our correct answer is the B only, that is third. Now next question from the CSIR June 2016. So in this question we have to find out the number of line observed in a 1H spectra and 11B spectra. Okay, the number of lines observed in 1H spectra is due to coupling of proton with 31 phosphorus and 11B. Okay, so total number of line observed is calculated by using 2 into Ni plus 1. Okay, into 2 Ni plus 1. This first is due to coupling with 31P. Okay, and second is due to coupling with boron atom. Okay, so 2 into number of phosphorus, 1 into 1 half plus 1 into 2 into 1 into 3 by 2 plus 1. If we calculate this value, it will be 1 plus 1, 2 into 2 to get cancel into 4 equal to 8. So there are total 8 lines will be observed in 1S spectra. So if you look at this option, the first having 1S spectra will show 8 lines. So first option is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSIR June 2016. In this question we have to find out the correct structure of organic compound. So this IR absorption at 1690 cm inverse, this indicate that compound is a keto. So option 4 and second is the incorrect. Now if you look at this chemical shift value at 6.9 ppm and 7.8 ppm, this shows that the doublet at J value equal to 8 Hz. Okay, and both are for 2 proton. So this indicates that our compound is para substituted compound. Okay, the both signal observed for this different protons. Okay, for HA type and HB type protons. Okay, so our compound is the para substituted, but compound third is the meta substituted, so this is incorrect. So correct option will be the first. Now next question from the CSIR December 2016. So in this question we have to find out the molar ratio of benzene to acetonitrile. This implies that at which ratio the benzene as 2 acetonitrile will give the same number of proton. Okay, so this acetonitrile have the total 3 proton and benzene has total 6 proton. So at which ratio both compound will show same number of proton atom. So if you take one more molecule, 1 mole of benzene, and then it will give the total 6 proton. So to get 6 proton we have to take total 2 moles of this acetonitrile. So we have to take total 2 moles of acetonitrile, then we get benzene and this acetonitrile same proton ratio. Okay, so our correct answer is 1:2. So option third is the correct answer. Now next question from CSR December 2016. So in this question we have to find out the correct structure which shows IR absorption at 3314 centimeter inverse and second IR absorption at 2126 centimeter inverse. This first absorption shows that compound contain one acidic proton, and this IR absorption shows that compound contain either carbon-carbon triple bond, okay, or nitrogen-nitrogen triple bond. So if you look at this structure 2, it will contain both. If you look at the compound third, it will contain both carbon-carbon triple bond and also this acidic hydrogen which is attached to the CsP hybridized carbon atom. So option third is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSIR December 2016. So in this question we have to find out the total number of signal observed in carbon-13 NMR spectra. So this compound contain the 10 of symmetry. So just find out the total number of equivalent carbon atom. This is first type. Okay, first. This is second. This is also second. This is third. Okay, this is third. And this is fourth type. So this compound will shows total 4 signals because it contain total 4 equivalent carbon-13 atoms. So our answer first is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSI December 2016. In this question we have to find out the correct value of chemical shift and coupling constant. So coupling this the compound shows quartet at this 4 value, that is A, B, C and D, and this quartet is look like this. Okay, suppose this is A, B, C and D, and this difference between two adjacent peak is called as the J value. So if you take this J value equal to 1753 minus 1747 which is equal to 6 hertz. So our option J value is 6 hertz. So option 2 and 4th are the incorrect because that having J value 12 hertz. So option first or third may be correct. Okay, so now calculate the average value of this ABCD. Okay, so if you calculate IR, calculate the average value, that is A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4. Okay, so it will be around 1750 hertz. Okay, so this is the frequency. Okay, this is the frequency of sample, and now we have to find out the chemical shift value. So chemical shift value is the frequency of sample divided by operating frequency. So delta value equal to 1750 divided by our operating frequency 500 megahertz. So our delta value is 3.5 ppm. So correct answer will be the first. Now next question from the CSI December 2016. So we know that in NMR spectroscopy we deal with the spin state. Okay, so the static magnetic field is used to create the population difference between spin state. So third is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSI December 2016. In this question we observe two signal at delta value 98 and 102 ppm. Okay, so there are total two types of phosphorus atoms. So the option 3 having the total two types of this phosphorus atom. Okay, so this PV phosphorus will give the triplet and this twice PA phosphorus will show the doublet. So our correct answer will be the third option. Now next question from the CSI December 2016. So this is the question from CSI December 2016. So in this question, if we treat this FeCO5 with 1,3-butadiene, then it will give this compound. Okay, and further treatment with the HCl, it will give this compound. So option second is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSR December 2016. So in this question we have to find out the total number of hyperfine lines. This question is from ESR spectroscopy or EPR spectroscopy. So we have to find out the total number of magnetic nuclei. So there are total two types of magnetic nuclei, that is copper nuclei and this nitrogen nuclei. Okay, and this nitrogen having I value equal to 1. So just find out the value of 2ni plus 1 into 2ni plus 1. This first bracket for the copper nuclei and second for the nitrogen. So 2 into total number of copper 1. Okay, I value 3 by 2 plus 1 into 2 into total number of nitrogen 2. Okay, I value 1. Okay, plus 1. If you calculate this value, then it will be 3 plus 1 equal to 4 into 2 into 2, 4 plus 1 equal to 5. So 4 into 5 equal to 20. So total 20 lines will be observed. So correct answer will be the first. Now next question from CSI December 2016. So in this question also we have to find out the total number of lines observed in a 19F NMR spectrum. So if you look at this A, B, C, D structure, this B and C are the mirror image of each other, because both the fluorine atom are present at both the fluorine atom are the non-equivalent. This first fluorine is present in between bromine and chlorine, so this is A type. Okay, this is also present in between bromine and chlorine, so this is also A type of fluorine, and this fluorine is present in between two chlorine atoms, so this is B type of chlorine. Okay, and if you look at this first structure A, so both the fluorine atom present in between the chlorine and bromine, so both are the equivalent fluorine atom. Okay, so just calculate the total number of lines observed in a first structure. So this will be 2ni plus 1. Okay, in A. So 2 into total types of fluorine are 1 into I value 1 half plus 1. So which is equal to 1 get 2 get cancel, 1 plus 1 2. So in a structure first there is a 2 lines. Now in structure B and C, both the fluorine atoms are the non-equivalent. So 2ni plus 1 equal to 2 into total types of fluorine 2. Okay, I value 1 half plus 1. 2 get cancel, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So total number of lines observed equal to 2 plus 3 equal to 5 lines. So I value so correct answer will be the 4. So in this question we have to find out the correct structure of the organic molecule. So if you look at this delta value 2 chemical shift value, that is at 7.7 ppm. Okay, and second is from at 6.8 ppm. So both having chemical shift value J equal to 8 Hz and for 2 proton. So this indicate that our compound is the para substituted compound. Okay, so our option 3 or 4 is the correct answer. So first and second is the incorrect. Now if you look at the next point, that is if you look at this value at J value equal to 12.3. okay, for 1H proton. So this is the 12.3 for 1H. So the delta value at 8.0 ppm and second at 5.8 ppm. This lower value, that is 5.8, shows that the our 1H hydrogen atom contain any electron donating group. Okay, which donate electron, so that shielding will be increases. Due to that shielding, the chemical shift value is lower. Okay, so only option third has this nitrogen lone pair which can donate here and increase the shielding effect. So option third is the correct answer. Now next question from the CSI December 2016. So in this question we have to find out the correct value of coupling constant and the resonating frequency at 600 megahertz spectrometer. So we know that if we increase the spectrometer frequency, there is no change in coupling constant value. So coupling constant value remains same at 600 megahertz instrument also. So coupling constant value is the 10 hertz. So it is constant. So options third or fourth might be correct. So first and second is incorrect. Now next we know that the formula chemical shift value in ppm equal to frequency of sample in hertz divided by the frequency in operating frequency in megahertz. So just put all the values of operating frequency and chemical shift value to calculate the frequency of sample. So here is the 2 ppm divided by here sample frequency divided by operating frequency 600 megahertz. So our frequency of sample equal to 2 into 600. Okay, 2 into 600 megahertz. So our value is 1200 hertz. Okay, this ppm into megahertz will give you hertz unit. Okay, so our correct answer will be the fourth, that is 1200 hertz and 10 hertz. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, then please do subscribe so that I will get motivation to make more such videos. Okay, thank you.